Resident Evil, for the most part, has kept the same general formula throughout the series. Bad guy makes fires to take over the world, good guy stops bad guy from taking over the world, helicopter flies into the sunset, you get the gist. This seems to work pretty well, which kind of makes me wonder how it hasn't been messed up yet, seeing as Capcom loves to fix things that aren't broken. Besides that, I've always wondered what a Resident Evil game would be like with a supernatural theme, you know? We almost got that with one of the Resident Evil 4 prototypes, the hallucination build. So Capcom has obviously considered this as a possibility at one point or another. After watching so many reviews and retrospectives, I've started to see that a lot of the fan base is getting tired of the formula that Resident Evil has been running with. And I think there would be no better way to get fans excited of the series, and new players alike to get excited for the next release, than to try something new, like the supernatural approach. I'm not sure how familiar you may be with folklore or cryptids, but I think, if anything, most people are familiar with the creatures known as Wendigos and Skinwalkers. Now, as the D1 director I am and story writer, I've cooked up a little bit of a scenario as to what I think this would be like, so just, give this a listen, alright? Leon and Jill show up to investigate reports in a small town in the middle of Louisiana. That's familiar. They both go in recounting the Baker incident report for no other reason than to acknowledge that they are in the same state. The reports say that multiple people have gone missing near the woods. The town is surrounded by miles of woods. Reports also claim that cries and screams that sound almost human, air quotes, have been heard by multiple accounts coming from the forest. Leon and Jill are welcomed into a house by an older gentleman. Leon cracks a joke about not being attacked upon entry for a change. He sits him down, and Jill asks what he knows of these reports. The atmosphere changes suddenly, and the older gentleman sits up and looks her dead in the eye. What's in that forest is something beyond comprehension, and if you think your little guns are going to do the job, you're in for a real eye-opener. Stay away from those woods. Leon and Jill look at each other with a look of confusion and worry. They thank the man and leave the house. A little on edge, they're both walking back to the vehicle when a scream comes from the woods. Leon and Jill draw their guns and head in the direction of the forest. The camera zooms out on the town, showing that they are only surrounded by nothing but miles of forest. Similar to what Revelations 2 did with the island zoom out in episode 1 of Claire's part, where it shows that you're just surrounded by the ocean, right? Now, I may have gotten a little carried away there with my what-if type story, but you can't tell me that wouldn't be the perfect setup for Resident Evil 9. If you all would like to see me continue that story and maybe start an audiobook type of series, I could definitely do that for sure. I'm not the best narrator, as you just heard, but I think a Resident Evil, supernatural Resident Evil game would be absolutely terrifying, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree. But I want to know what you all have to say about this, and if you think some of the Resident Evil 9 leaks that came out a while ago now are true about Resident Evil 9 possibly taking a supernatural approach and you having to watch your back, not being able to trust the civilians of the town. I definitely took some inspiration from those leaks when cooking this up. But yeah, that's basically all for this video. I just wanted to throw this idea out here, see what you all have to say, and hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you did, hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Lots of stuff on the way, so stay tuned. Peace.